online class of MySQL. So today we are going to cover the topic which is different constants of SQL. We have done already this in the theory part. However, I will show you that how these constants work while writing the code in SQL. So the first constant is the unique constant, and the second one is the primary key, third is the check constant, fourth is default, and the fifth one is foreign key constant. We will be learning all these constants. First of all, let us see unique constant. What is unique constant? Unique constants are the constants which can be applied on a particular field and that should contain the unique values. It is similarly, you can say, equal to the primary key also. Primary key also accepts only the unique value. However, there is one difference between the unique constant and the primary key, that primary key does not accept null value. However, unique key accepts null value. Now, how to write the code of while declaring the primary key field or unique key field? First of all, let us see the unique key field. So, you will write create table. Suppose there is a table named student. Then you will give a bracket, create table student, and then you will write roll number. Now roll number, I want to give it as a unique key. Roll number integer, and then you just need to write here unique. So it will create it as a unique field. You just need to write here unique and it will create it as a unique field, and then you can write here name, variable, class, integer, section, suppose character and 1, and then you have to close this bracket and terminator. So this is the way you write it as a unique. Now whenever you will try to insert the value, it will accept the null value, but it will accept only the unique value. So this is the unique constant, and to apply the primary key constant, you just need to mention here primary key. Nothing more than that you have to write. You have to write primary key. When you write primary key, whenever you will try to insert the you can say information inside this, primary key doesn't let you repeat the value in the field roll number. However, you cannot leave it blank also. It should contain a value and it should not contain a null value, because primary key doesn't accept a null value. So this is a simple code which you were writing for creating the table. Just you have to mention the constant name in front of the field after writing the data type. So this is the way we will write unique key and primary key. Now moving forward to the check constant. How the check constant works? Check constant is basically used to write during the table creation only, but it helps you to check the value at the type of creation of the table. For example, if I want that the user should enter the roll number which should be greater than 0. There should not be any roll number which is in negative form, or it should not contain 0. So I can put a check constant in the roll number, or maybe I can use a different, you can say, a field where I can use a check constant. So student, let me apply a different field. I am going to include a different field and I will write a check constant here. So let me write here fee, and then the data type of the fee is integer, and then I will use a check constant to check that the fee should be entered which should be having the value greater than 0. And then I have to close this bracket to complete my code and added a terminator here. So this is how you can use a check constant, and what it will do whenever you will try to insert a value during the after creating of the table. Whenever you insert the value, so when you write insert into student values, and then whenever you come here fee, and if you write any negative value or you want to put a 0 mark because you don't know the fee, it will give you the error because it should be greater than 0. So this is how check constant work. According to your requirement, you can apply these constants. Now, what is default constant? Default constant means if you want to put a default value into your table. So suppose there is a field of a grade in which or maybe there is a section which I want to fix for a particular student, that I am creating the, suppose I am creating the table for 11C or only for 11B. So I know the section. I don't want to enter it every time. So you can use a default constant for putting the value by default as a C in that particular field. So what I will do, I am going to write here section and then a single quote I will write C, give a comma here. So this is how default constant will work. Now whenever we will try to insert the value inside it, I'll enter the roll number. It should be a primary key, doesn't contain a null value, so it should have a unique value which should not be null. Name can be up to character 20. Class should be integer. Section should be commas. You don't have to enter a section. Just need a comma. Give a comma and only enter the fee amount. It will automatically be filled by C. Now, when you enter the fee amount, it should be greater. Otherwise, SQL will give you the error. So this is how these constants will be used. Now, I'll discuss about the primary key and foreign key altogether, because these two keys are used together in the two different tables of a particular database. So to understand the concept of primary key and foreign key, I have made two tables here. You can see one table is the person's table, which contains the data details about the person. I have defined a person ID here, first name, last name and age, and the data is filled over here. So I will make person ID as a primary key. Alright, and then there is a second table which is order table, and in this I am going to show you the person ID will be added here as a foreign key field, and these person have ordered few their products, so they have their order ID and order number. You can add the product details also if you want. So this person ID which I have used from the person's table, as the person ID is same, so I will use it as a, this will be used as a foreign key. So the primary key of one table becomes a foreign key of another table. Now how you will write the code for this? Let us create the person table first of all. So for that I will write here create table and then persons. Start a bracket here. The first field is person ID. So I have written person ID. The data type will be int, and then I am writing here primary key. And then I will write here not null also, so that it should not enter the null value. The second field is first name, f underscore name I have given, and the data type is variable character. I have given 20. Let us write the same for last name also. And then last one is the age, which will be integer. So I am closing this bracket. So now this table is created with the primary key field, which is the person ID. Now I am going to create the order table in which I will use this person ID as a foreign key. Now I will write the command for the order table, create table order, and then start the bracket. The first field is order ID. Alright, and in this table also, if you want, you can make order ID as a primary key. Every individual table can have its own primary key, right? But there should not be two primary key in one table. Order ID, and I am writing integer only. Then order number, it is also integer. So don't give the space over here, it will be all together. And then there is person ID. So here I am going to write person ID int foreign key. Now you have to give the reference of the foreign key, that from which table it is going to be collected. So for that we have to write references, REFERENCES references, and then you will write the name of the field, persons, the field name, and then you will write the table name from which it is going to be referred, and then you have to write the field name which is going to connect both the tables, and then I have closed this bracket. So these two tables are created here. Here you can see that one table is created in which I have created person ID as a primary key, and here in the second table I have taken the person ID as a foreign key, and references I have given as the person table person ID. So this person ID is going to connect two tables, going to create the relationship between the two tables. So with this we will be able to fetch the data from both the tables together. Alright, so students, I hope you have understood this video. So write these commands on the command line prompt of MySQL. If it doesn't I'll show you the practical of these constants in the next video. Till then, stay safe, stay happy.